You act like logging in is requirement for doing our show.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
Just because it's about the show.
Well, it's nice to have music for an intro, all that good
Would-
stuff.
That would be dependent on someone logged into the game to play the intro.
Well, see, if I'm in there, I can do that.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're finding a new boss.
Your voice changed. I thought you were Russian just a minute ago.
Alrighty, let's just get this added away. Oh, look, I got in.
Yay!
Hey, let's get some music going. And for some reason, I have no volume in the game. No instruments playing in the game.
It's okay. It's playing on my stream.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. In no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack,
That's right.
where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
Bringing you our unique brand of news every Monday through Friday here in Shroud Avatar. And of course, today is Tuesday, July 26, 2016. And we are approximately, let's get it up on screen for the boys and girls there, if you don't already have it. Come on.
Are you referring to 1 day, 11 hours, 55 minutes?
And 46 seconds. That is correct. Thank you.
Wait. Yes. So we got 1 day, 11 hours, 55 minutes, 35 seconds until final wipe, which means the world goes persistent.
Yeah.
But
We're getting ready
what
to
does
go,
it not mean?
go live, as it may be. Even though we've been live
Soft
for a while
launch.
time. Yeah, again, I know we were joking about that. I was listening to yesterday's show during replays because I listen to the radio while I'm doing my other stuff during the day. And gotta admit, it was just a little funny how he kept playing that one. Wipe, not wipe. Wipe, yeah. Launch, not
wipe.
launch. Yeah, launch,
Not launch.
not launch.
Not
Soft
launchy.
launch. That is right. But
Yes.
according to the guys down at the offices, the official word is this is the biggest event since the Catechism. And, while it is a final wipe, it is not release of the game officially as of yet. And that's where they're at with that. We got a lot of polish to still put in, a lot of things to fix, a lot of other things going on.
There is a lot of plaster that needs to be applied to a bunch of holes.
Absolutely.
A lot of paint needs to be done. And we do have the devs do have a lot of work to do still, and they're going to be crunching it out for the next couple of months and thereafter. And have they fixed the crashes? No.
Not yet.
Still there.
Not
Not yet.
Now, of course, we're told that that's mainly a Unity issue, and they're working behind the scenes. I know Chris is really annoyed with it, and he's looking for a way to fix it. Our own Atos, for those of you not familiar with devs by their real names, but if you watch, you should know because we tell them to you just about every day of the week as well.
What? We tell people things?
I don't know about that. Welcome, Blood Omen, Frost Shocks, a Kush Lady in chat there. You're crashing less often in a QA. You don't notice that every time you leave a scene, you're likely to crash. That's been one of the biggest things that's happening on the QA is every time you leave. But same thing happens in here to many people. Known bug.
Well,
it's a Unity issue.
Yeah, there's a memory bug somewhere that they are working on figuring out what's going on. And Gix does have to say that Led Zepp's video of him smoking a cigarette on top of Mauna Kea wearing a Shroud of the Avatar shirt is pretty cool.
I haven't seen that one yet. Zepp?
He has pretty hair.
First shirt on top of Mauna Kea, the largest mountain in the world.
Uh-huh.
Got video.
Where you got this? On YouTube?
Yeah, I posted it in here.
Oh.
The video's on YouTube, yes.
I'll have to take a look at that. We will have to look as soon as I can find the right tab.
5 minutes long.
Oh, that there. Okay, I saw that. I see that.
Yeah, you've
now.
seen it before.
Yeah. Gotta love
Yeah, next is the pyramids, man. We're going to the pyramids next. Yeah. So that shirt challenge, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting any audio coming through anyway. I don't know why that
Well,
is.
there's a game bug. There's a game bug that sometimes shuts off your audio.
Fix it.
I can hear you playing Scroda playing the piano.
I hear it.
Your solution, as you even proposed last night to someone else, which was your solution, was restart your game client.
That's right.
And imagine that it worked for them.
Well, I'm making sure it's not one of my settings that went AWOL as well.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not. Okay, moving right along while I do
Wipe
that.
your nose.
While I do that. That's right, moving right along. Final wipe coming tomorrow night at midnight, or 11:59 p.m. as it may be. Telethon's coming up tomorrow, and there's going to be a crap load of events going on. All sorts of giveaways going on throughout the day during the telethon. Of course, we can't stress enough. Go ahead and get yourself into Discord. Get it all set up today if you're really planning on doing it. And especially if you plan on hanging around and you maybe have to do errands and stuff. You can set up Discord on your mobile as well. So say you have to, go in for an hour someplace.
Log in multiple times.
That's
What
right.
are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about, Shaq. Don't know what you're talking about.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
But during the telethon, we do expect a lot of information. I was refreshing the front page to see if they updated their in-game tax rates again, but nope, they have not put the Crowns of the Obsidians back on there, so I don't know what they're going to do about that.
Yeah, we'll have to wait for tomorrow's 32 release notes, and in there I'm sure Star will probably put that, or maybe not. Again, as we had those questions the other day on the lottery, and I haven't seen any movement on that. Apparently, the rest of the world's not interested in it. And,
your dialogue wasn't very, very to the point, and it was very rambly.
What do you mean wasn't to the point? Hey, somebody came and asked us how they can do this. Here's the conversation so you can see what they say.
Rambly.
Yeah, so it would have been much more. You could have put a summary and said, "Hey, we had this discussion. We didn't know how to answer it. Here are the questions that we would like to know about the lottery system."
And had I gone about it the normal way, I would have had every idiot and their dog giving comments like they usually do, instead of me showing them, hey, this is what people are asking. I'm not asking this. I'm telling you, this is what other people are saying. And they want to know, and we can't answer the question, which is, of course, a good thing that it hasn't been a runaway topic. But, still no word from anybody whether or not, what's going to be happening. And again, more likely than not, I understand that this is not going to be an issue until release 33. But, inquiring minds want to know nonetheless. You got people coming back after a year and they want to know how to do this, and they want to know what they got to start working for. And, they're going to start working Thursday morning, but they have no clue what they're working for and how much they need to gather. I think that's a little bit of a bummer myself.
Well, we need to gather a lot for taxes.
Well, if you're placing in the month of July, you're not paying taxes unless you choose to put one of your taxable deeds down.
Yes. I'm talking about others.
Yes, now another topic.
And so that's a month before people are really expected to be paying any kind of taxes. And then our lottery system will probably, that gives them also a month to flush out their ideas on the lottery.
Does the taxes due end of the month?
Taxes start
Well, it gives you
off,
like 10
immediately.
days.
It was
I thought they
14
gave you like
days
10 days.
originally. I haven't placed any taxable lots yet.
Good. Not that I have to worry. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I see
Well,
Crafty's
I'm-
button keeps lighting up, but nothing's coming out, just in case.
I've done that evil thing where you change your hash key on your buttons to a pound key. It's like a
Gotcha.
press
Gotcha.
something.
Don't worry, I have the insert button, so occasionally I have to hit it again just to be able to type in text, especially if I'm editing something.
Yeah, I need to find it, fix the problem so I can log into my accounts probably.
Oh, was that Zeke coming in?
It was Zeke that came in and disappeared. Yep.
Is he having a tough time getting in here?
No, he was in here. He just didn't say anything.
Yeah, he'll figure it out. He'll figure
It's
it
not
out.
hard.
Just like everybody
It's not hard.
else.
Even Led Zepp can figure out how to install the app as soon as he tries to.
Yeah, we're still waiting for
Install
Led Zeppelin
the
to
app.
install the app. That's
Install the app.
That's
Listen
right.
to them. Listen to them.
We're getting a lot of network traffic and congestion errors today. I don't know.
For what?
I don't know. I was looking, friends list is still bleak. So I don't think there's a lot of people there. I mean, I don't know if it's got anything to do with the switchover and the updates.
Well, I mean, are you referring to that thing that was in the stand-up corner where they said fiber?
Yeah, that thing. We gotta get more fiber in our diets, especially our Shroud avatar diets.
Well, we can't discuss that post that was made in Dev Plus.
Oops.
Children are high in fiber.
I thought you fixed that so that way Zeke Led Zepp couldn't do that.
Well, it was on topic, fiber. I don't know.
Well, Shroud, are you gonna play or what?
He has been playing occasionally.
I didn't hear him. That's why I wanted
Only
to see
like
if
the
my-
quarter of the time it lets me push enter in my text box.
Ah.
I don't know what's going on.
No, you're playing the loot now. Yeah,
Yeah,
Skirт is
I had-
standing up.
I know he got up when I started playing. I didn't think I was hearing anything, so I decided I'd play then, just to see and test
Hey,
that.
you took my seat.
Hey, move your
Well,
seat.
Casey, if you're not going to play, Casey's going to do it for you. And it's not like we don't have 4 pianos around here.
It's not like one of you guys can't sit on one side and the other guy sit on the other side and trade off. Didn't Mom and Dad teach us sharing at about 3 and 4 years old?
Yeah.
Shit.
That's it.
That was not me. That was not me.
That's right. I'm sure.
That was Scroda.
Ooh. Moving.
Oh, echo.
You're posting some boobs.
That's a Baldy right there.
Boobs are good.
Boobs are awesome. What are you talking about?
So now we got, of course, the wipe
The
coming
boobs
up.
out of Star Wars
Everything
job.
is everything's very quiet out there, including all the news. No stand-ups yet. I'm sure that Chaos is very busy.
It's gonna be bugs.
Yeah,
Bugs.
It's great for all.
Yeah,
the
but
bugs.
we can review what's going on in the summer telethon for tomorrow.
Actually, I was gonna say we should probably get to some of those questions that we've got for the telethon tomorrow. Was what I was gonna suggest.
We can do that. I just
some
need
of
to find the right place.
Same place it is every week, Pinky.
Are we going to be taking over the world?
Of course.
Of course. Yeah, stereo.
It's time to take over the world.
And of course, I say that. And,
Okay.
Now
You can't find it?
Now it eludes me. I'm right here. I know it's right here someplace.
Here, I posted
Yeah.
it for you.
Yeah.
Is that the right post this time?
No, I sent you to some porn.
Darn it. Now I'm going to have to explain that to my wife.
We sent you to
I sent you to meet.
whitehouse.com.
We sent you to meetspin.com just to see how many.
How many spins you can endure. And while you hear us joke about it, unless you truly want to see something that can't be unseen, don't go to that website.
It's not bad.
Don't press the red button.
It's just something going around in circles.
48 thoughts on Summer Telethon, Part 1.
And remember, they have requested that you limit your number of questions to 3. Let's see how quickly someone ignores that.
Blown out of the water right away.
So we start off with BDF with question 1. Are we calling this event in New Britannia history anything special? If the cataclysm was the fall, will this be the rise or the return of the avatars?
Very good question from him.
Little rise.
And then question 2, notice Chris working on new starter skills. Can you please explain what these are and how players will be impacted so we do not start with skills we don't want? And speaking on that, I think it would be nice if they would say you are allocated this many points as a starter.
Absolutely.
And then from there, you get to assign them.
And I believe
so that we
everybody
start off
else
with a
in the
custom
world
build.
would like to see that. Not just random choices.
Because it's one of the first things, I don't know if you've ever actually really paid attention to this, even on the QA server. Tap the Soul is on your non-combat bar, but there's no explanation what some of these skills do. And so if you're a new player, you're just going to sit there and hit tap soul, and then die.
Eventually you learn.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a new player, it doesn't take very long for tap the soul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
True. But
You'll learn.
as we were having a conversation last night, I pointed out one of those things about the combats and skill systems, and I'm going to drop these questions a minute so I can bring up the skill trees for everybody up on screen. Now, I'm going to take magic as the example, and I believe it was sun magic, which is what the real topic was.
Oh, yeah, it was.
And everybody has this spell to start with. It's called the light spell. Puts that little ball of light over your head, lets you see in the darkness. You start with this. And somebody, who was it? Spiff said he had almost
An 11-minute light spell.
an 11-minute light spell. And, that he was always almost GM'd in it. Now,
Well,
what
he was level 8 in it,
Now,
or something like
what
that.
a lot
He
of
was
people
80.
fail to remember
Exactly.
is that this spell up top here is the key to all the other spells down below.
Attunement.
The higher,
Yeah, and
the higher
saying
that
how much-
first spell is my understanding, the more powerful everything else below it gets. So if you're just thinking
Well.
about unlocking that first spell, just so you can unlock the other spells and get a hellacious Searing Ray, well, your Searing Ray ain't going to be crap if you don't have light trained up. If you stay at 10 or 20, you're never going to have a really good Searing Ray. You get your light
No.
up to Grandmaster, and you're Searing Ray up to Grandmaster, and that sucker's going to hit for a couple hundred points.
Well, it gets your attunement up, so that's the main thing. That's what we're talking about.
Well, in conjunction,
Well, no, not just your attunement, but since that's the base skill for everything below it,
correct.
you need a very solid base instead of a very small base. And building an inverted pyramid on top of it, you want a very big base.
Yes, the basic point I'm making for folks is that
You
don't
think
don't
of
stop
compared to life with healing touch, where you have to pretty much GM healing touch in order for you to have a good healing ray, a good healing burst, or even a good healing grace.
Absolutely, and
It's the exact same thing.
for those of you watching my stream out there, you notice that I've been working to that and to see in my healing, I'm up at 67, and my healing ray is only 22.
A little late there.
No. Just,
Yeah,
this is
I'm
what
at
I've
60 and
managed to
I'm
train
22.
up
Yeah.
in the last 3 months. But I spent a little time on it, just to see what the difference was. I don't notice a difference in, like in the 30s, 40s to where I am in my healing ray, but I understand that when you get up in the 80s, 90s, and 100s is where the most impact is had. But
Yeah, any you're over 80, that's where you're considered a master in game of a skill, and you don't become a grandmaster until you hit 100. But still,
now my bladed combat, you'll see I'm a lot closer. I'm at 96 there, and then I really haven't studied a lot of the other ones. But again, the very first tier of skills is your key to the power behind all the other skills down the tree. So if anybody's hasn't learned that yet, now's the time. And we're here to
Speaking of skills, I see Amerijohn's here, and he was Grandmaster with like 50 skills, 60, 70, I don't know.
let's see.
66, I think.
What does
66.
Amerijohn have? Let's pull him up. He's got, at right this second, 57 Grandmaster skills sitting in front of us.
Holy
Yes,
shit.
let's show everybody who Amerijohn is here.
oh well, I can't get his
Yeah.
his skills up.
Or hers, his.
Oh, you just go click on him and
Him's. Yeah, how do you get the skills on this? Yeah.
you just put it over the little yellow shield where his thing is on his health bar, and it'll show you
Can't
everything.
get his health bar.
Oh, you gotta, the easy way of targeting somebody. Instead of just
No, you
clicking
gotta-
on them, you gotta hold shift
vertical.
now and then click on them. Didn't make sense
There's-
just to
Oh,
click
yeah.
on them.
There's an easy way? How's the easy way?
Yeah, you gotta hold
57
shift down.
skills.
Hey, I can't play right now.
That made a lot more sense than just clicking on them. I don't know. Why can't you play?
Got blisters on your fingers?
That's a
Some
lot
bug
of.
Yeah.
Try a different piano, Skirta. You were playing Tool.
It won't. I can type stuff in the text box for the chat, but it doesn't. When I push enter, it doesn't do anything.
You taking Delata or what?
Take what?
Delata?
That's a lot of GMs.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
Delata.
It is. That's a whole lot of GMs. Yeah, and that's good to see that that can be done. But you ain't going to be seeing that in 3 months from now, folks. I can almost guarantee you
Maybe
that.
4. Maybe 4.
I'm going to be curious to see who hits GMs first and who does not. Now, of course, bringing that topic up real quick again. Now, I understand that the system they've chosen makes it so that when you get to bladed combat, that GMs you in bladed combat. My thoughts, of course, and my feelings are is that you shouldn't be a GM Swordsmaster until you've GM'd each and every one of those skills to 100. But that's just my personal feelings. Just pointing that out.
Holy
That's
cow.
just me.
I don't know if you noticed this or not, but Blood Omen did ask whether or not we're going to take a few days off until we actually get a lot to do the show, and I had to inform him, we're going to find a wall somewhere.
Yes, I just saw that the chat was scrolling over there, and I'm reading over there. And
we're going to
absolutely,
find a wall.
we are going to Jay and Silent Bobbit. We will have to find a wall to lean up against and make ourselves comfortable. Actually, at one point, we actually scouted out a couple places that have chairs built in, so you may see us sitting in some of those places.
You know what? I almost thought that maybe we can also decorate a part of our player-owned towns.
Hey, well,
we
we
could
only
actually
have 5
do that.
amongst us.
Absolutely.
And then from there, build a set there until we can actually claim a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. But more likely than not, we will just find a way to do it, even if it's just 2 of us standing in the middle of an empty lot. We'll do it.
Yeah.
But, yes, we will be doing that. And of course, actually, you're only going to see that for 2 days. You're only going to see that on Thursday and Friday. Jack and I are in the
claim our lots.
weekend. Yeah, we are in the weekend picks. So it's lot selection actually. So by Monday, we should have our lots, at least the NBN
Completely.
lot, set up and ready to
Something.
start doing. Yeah, we'll have chairs on a lot where we're going to be, absolutely, by Monday. So we're really not too concerned about that.
Brittany's alley.
Yeah.
So,
Right up Brittany's
you ready to go back to some
Yes.
questions?
Let's get back to the questions since
Okay.
we
So,
covered that already.
Question 3 from BDF. We have, since we will soon be persistent, can you please talk about your methodology in determining when to have a rollback?
Now, we've mentioned this several times in the past week or so.
Oh yeah, and I think this is where databases really do come in handy, especially if they find someone that has taken advantage of an exploit. They can actually just roll back that individual character if they actually have the transaction logs set up correctly. So obviously there's potential for many rollbacks in the near future. What types of events might cause a rollback, and what kinds of warning or cautionary prevention can players take to avoid being miserable when this happens?
Very good question.
Well, I mean, the prevention would be, hey, don't do anything, but that's not really a solution.
Now, did I
big
tell
one
you
would be, yeah.
when
Did you tell me what?
when we started this? You said let's see how many people stick to the rules. And I told you, I told you right out of the gate. You realize how many questions he's got right here. First
Well,
and foremost.
first 1, 2, 3, 4 posts or BDFs. But yeah, so question 2 again. So he can't count to 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 2. Because he wants to replace his starter skills question. I like the starter skills question better. But then from there,
just a ploy to get
rollbacks
another
are
question.
a possibility. The thing would be, if you find an exploit, report it and don't continue
to use it.
exploiting it. report it and report it and report it, and then from there let it get patched. And hopefully they do individual player rollbacks, a la other games, or even things where what was the game where they actually went through and not Star Citizen, Eve, where if they found out that someone was given gold via an illegal means, they would actually take it out of your account, even if you traded it.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, so I mean that would be a nice deterrent for doing that. So that way it's like, hey, you have a negative balance of this much, so good luck.
Good luck. Work your way back up. Welcome, Satyr.
Yeah. Then we have Elrin Silvertree with question 1. Can you elaborate on the plans with housing as they relate to crafting? Like, will there be the ability to change the appearance of the exteriors through the use of different materials during construction, or change the interior layouts, like removing the pillar in the middle of the first floor open space of the wooden plaster 2-story with balcony, for example? And so, question 2, can we get a version of the wooden plaster 2-story with balcony townhome without the pillar in the middle of the first floor? Which are both good questions. I especially like the first one because, you know what? Paint. We need to be able to paint our walls.
That too. Inside and out.
Inside, outside. Put on a fresh set of plaster. I'm looking at some homes like
Paint.
Even painting,
God,
like
I
turning
need
the
paint.
cobalt houses into like a rainbow colors for all the different storm shutters.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, we're supposed to have
Yeah.
functional shutters coming in at one point. Didn't they say that a while back?
Yes, they did. But then even that in the Middle Ages, they did even have plaster on things, and they did have, so that image of the White Castle was kind of relevant depending on where you were at. Plaster is a good thing because it
yes,
allows
it
you to
is.
paint.
Plaster party. I don't know.
Now,
Plastered
the
all
real
over
question
the place.
is,
Plaster.
since they will be using a lead-based paint, you need to stop Led Zepp from eating
No
the paint.
chips. No
Yeah.
chips.
Led Zepp's,
No paint chips.
What kind of chips are these? Yeah, these are good.
Led Zepp's going to be painting his scrolls so that he can crumble them up and roll the paint right off, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Crumbles.
Make himself some little tabs.
Psychedelic paint. Yeah.
The heck?
And then Striker Sparhawk asks whether or not payment plans will return for bundles or for the end of the pot buying spree. And
Ooh.
that is one where there are no more pots that will be sold. You can only upgrade existing pots for episode 1. But as far as the payment plans for bundles, that is actually a really good question.
I don't see
you
it.
want
At least not
Well,
right now.
I would like to see them. I would like to see them do the payment plans for bundles, and like stop all payment plans for 2 or 3 months, and then start them.
Well, that's what I'm
So that way
saying. I
people
don't
can
see it
actually-
right this minute. Not till
Yeah.
after we get to 33 at least.
Yeah, but I would like to see them actually return to payment plans for bundles for new players. And then let's see, we've got Rufus Disparity, and Per and Amara John are going at it. Can we please have some insight into the blessing mechanism associated with monuments and pots?
That would be very nice going into this wipe.
I think I have an answer for that one. Hasn't been fleshed out.
it's low hanging
It
fruit?
is coming. And then from there, the intended benefits of the moon towers, what are those going to be? And at one point, it was to power objects such as the ether amplifier, so you'd end up with town electricity.
Absolutely.
And other electrical devices for a whole scene, kind of like the gate around Owl's Head. At another point, it was to ward a town against NPC attacks and sieges. And what are the current plans? that's going to be. They still have to figure that out.
Yes. Yes.
Then question 2. Yeah. Would you consider having separate limits for pot NPC buildings and monuments?
Would love to see that.
With the proper PvPness.
What's that got to do?
Yeah. Absolutely nothing.
No actual wolves were harmed in this PvPness.
Well, the fact that on our screens in front of us we had Para and... Well, where'd all these wolves come from?
You got to ask.
Yeah,
Magic.
that's a lot of wolves. A lot of dead wolves.
That's right. No actual wolves were harmed
Yeah.
in this PvPness. So I see. Never mind. That mentioned. Yep. Got it.
Yeah, now you looked at all the wolves, and then you're like, "Oh wow, that is a lot of wolves."
No, I watched it. I'm watching all that while
Oh,
we're doing
I was looking at the screen that I'm supposed to be looking at. The town limits are actually kind of asinine as far as a player-owned town owner goes, because you can't play shit. So hopefully that those will actually get fixed. And then can windmills please reclaim the ability to be placed on roofs?
No.
I think they said they're going to at least double the deco.
They did one point,
At least double-
and then they said they were
double.
going to do it again, and it's probably coming for this release if they're going to do it. I think they just needed a gentle reminder that, we said we were going to look at that and do it, so they got to go back and check. But
How
we'll
does
find
that
out.
tree have a penis?
I have no idea.
It's a limb.
I like him. Yeah, right.
It looks like Led
Yeah,
Zeppelin.
that's a limb.
It's like my limb.
Yeah, right.
It's got wood.
Now, of course, moving down to that next question. Again, I was talking about this. I started the topic on it. But I didn't have this question in my topic, so it's a very good question as well.
Lottery system.
Will the deed lottery apply equally to both standard deeds and POT only deeds? Another question we need answered. When you
absolutely.
get a lottery ticket, what am I getting? Am I getting a place anywhere, or am I getting a player-owned town? And then if it's placed anywhere,
if it's player-owned town only, that makes it even worse.
True.
Because if you're a player-owned town owner, then you end up with all kinds of issues with recruiting people to your town. So there's going to be all kinds of problems.
Yep. Of course, another one that everybody is looking forward to here from Marion. What is it? Mario the Great.
Mario the Great.
Is would it be possible to selectively claim reward items instead of having them all dumped into the bank when claiming?
That should be a plus 1,000.
Yeah, well,
No, you cannot. It's
You can't
claim
just
all
grab
rewards,
one
and that's
and-
it.
I plus one it. Jackknife plus one it. I'm surprised a lot of other people haven't plus one it.
I thought you could just drag one at a time over.
Well,
And
we're
then-
talking about
and-
when you go into the bank the first time, there's nothing in there. All your stuff is technically in the database up on the web. And when you click claim all those items that you've got, your pledge rewards, special items, all dump into your bank box. Yes, you can take them out of your bank box one at a time, but we're talking about claiming them initially
Space,
into the bank box. Correct.
Okay.
Because a lot of times when you claim those rewards, it's going to claim everything, and there's not a certain order to the way that it's claimed. And so take one of my accounts where I've got I don't even have
pages of add-ons.
not even that. I can just go with Jack Frost, since he is now just a citizen. And that account, since he also owns a player-owned town, and he only has a few things from the add-on store, when I hit claim rewards, I end up with like something of like 450 of 230 available slots claimed.
Yeah, right.
So my bank is too full to where I can't actually access anything. Now that turns to the add-on store where they sell bank slots, and it's 10 slots for $5. I do not advise anybody ever spend $5 on 10 slots when it's 100 gold in game.
Initially.
I don't care if it's initially or not, but it's one. Even if they have a graduated income for that, it's going to be cheaper with in-game gold to expand those slots than it is with currently what 1 gold is equal to 3,500 in-game gold. So $1 3,500 gold. So if you take that, it's like until you get to the point where it's like, hey, you're spending 30,000 gold for 1 slot or 10 slots, it's not worth it.
I agree.
So yeah, which should be a crap ton of slots. Okay, so moving right along. Moving right along. That's not a question from Andrew, other than he wants to talk about long-term goals for Avatar's post-storyline. That would be, you know, live virtuously. Dancing Shade, will Lord British have his traditional court jester in Brittany once everything is in place with regards to NPCs and questing?
Now, I got to laugh out of that one. Of course, that's answered by Rufus below. We know the answer to that.
Yes.
I thought most everybody knew the answer to that, but Lord British does not live in Britain.
Lord British does not live even in Novia. He lives in a different continent, the one we're supposed to see in
Episode 2. That is correct. Part 2.
Part 2?
Part 2.
And then from there, we might get his traditional court jester. Then question 3. Come the launch of Persistence, if I place a house in an under-construction player-run town or NPC town, should I consider it safe from any lot resets? They've said they will be able to replace the template underneath all the houses in a player-run town without disrupting them.
They said.
Yeah.
Don't
they
lawyer
said,
me, bro.
which... Don't lawyer me, bro.
That's right. Don't lawyer me, bro.
Which means it's probably not safe if it's under construction. It's probably not safe. Just remember that.
Well, you know, I got a kick out of the under construction signs I've seen as of late, and it's going to be interesting to see on Thursday if they're all still there.
You know what I like under construction scenes? Although I do not like this rift that was that took place between our two lots.
So let me ask you a question. And this is just a little something. It's not really a giveaway, but do you think there should be an under construction sign on this town?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The reason for that is because
it was written in an earlier version of Unity, I know.
Yeah, and so they would need to upgrade it and then replace things, which means that they would probably end up replacing most of the speed trees in Owl's Head and some other things. So they would need to modernize Owl's Head. And the modernization of Owl's Head shouldn't be one where they need to wipe everything, because that really is a one-for-one swap. Then I'm moving right along.
Good too.
Who are we paying taxes to? Episode 1. It's called Portalarium. You're just giving them up.
Tempo's a little quick on that, ain't it?
Sounds right to me.
Metal's fast.
Sounds. But this isn't a fast song. As many people like to think, you probably listened to too many versions where they've sped it up. Anyway.
It's Master of Puppets.
And it doesn't go that fast. If you really know the song, you know it's not that fast. That's not the right tempo for that song.
There are parts where they speed up a little bit, but it's not.
But not even that
think
fast when they speed up. But anyway,
Moving
right along.
It's a little fast, I think.
Yeah, it does sound a little fast now that I'm paying attention.
Okay, so Elfin I will earn my house in-game, and I want to participate in the player-owned town market with a vendor. I don't understand that. When and how will I be able to rent a vendor in-game? Can we get Can we rent vendors yet? Taxable vendors?
Not yet.
Okay, so
R32.
R32? I don't know. Have you checked that on the QA server?
don't
Will
know
this
what
be
you're
in,
talking about.
yeah, blah, 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 blah. Redfish, when is the plan to introduce vendors that are able to be hired in-game? Hey, same question. Then, what are the devs' thoughts on conventions for vendor nameplates? Who cares? You can name your vendor whatever. It's like, yeah. That's up to the person. If they want to sell things, they name them accurately.
That's right.
Kind of like our vendors here in Owlshead with...
Yeah, well,
I can't see any of their
we'll
names.
go ahead and we can take a walk down. Let's
One of
go
mine.
show
One
the
of mine.
folks.
One of mine is stalk your friends with teleports, and recall some more, which tells you exactly what I'm selling. Stalk your friends with tellies.
And then you'll see the guys across the street. Places handcrafted and crafting supplies and decos, so that'll answer that question
Yeah.
for folks.
It's people that choose to name their things accurately are going to have better sales than those. But Gene Turk, the junk man, says, "Hey, come look at me. It's Obsidian Crowns available here, which means I'm expecting Obsidian Crowns, and hey, that's the first thing."
And then nudie bar and teleport scrolls.
Although I want to know how are you selling nudie bars?
You know what happens when anybody comes by and asks, well, what do you mean nudie bar? You know what we do?
What?
We do the Emperor's Dance.
Hold on, Scroda, I have this voucher. I need your services.
How'd you get a voucher?
How do you get a
Here.
voucher?
No.
He bought it on Shroud
Shenanigans.
Marketplace. $1. Make 'em holla.
Shenanigans.
Scrota's got a price on his head, doesn't he?
Yes, if you can kill Scroda, it is worth, what was it, 100 or 200?
I thought it was like
I
5,000.
can't remember. No, it's
I think it was-
100,000.
Yeah, 100.
Duel me, Scrota.
100,000.
All right. Let's answer that question real quick and by putting it up on screen for everybody. So Scroda
Did
actually has 100,000 hit points, 100,000 gold pieces. Is that or 10,000?
yeah, 100,000.
100,000.
100,000 gold. Price
Yeah,
on his
buddy.
head.
Jake
And this is
got one.
only until wipe, not after wipe. After wipe, we have to reset the bounty board, and then go ahead and change it.
And change it.
That's right, and accept new requests. So then let's go moving right along because we do have, 10 minutes left in the show. Do you want to go ahead and stop it there and go over the calendar and things?
I was going to say, let's go ahead and do a little dance while we get the calendar ready for everybody. I mean, I got the calendar ready, but
I don't know why we are doing the dance during the calendar.
we're not. We're not into the calendar yet. We're dancing.
Well, you were
talking
talking
about?
about the nudie bar.
Yes, we went on the nudie bar, and this is the answer to the strip club question. Jack and I stripped down and danced naked for you, almost naked. We can strip down even
you're
further
naked.
as we go and do a little strip tease.
The only problem is we don't pull off the clothes very seductively.
Yeah, true.
Just
And we don't have a freedom emote to give everybody a little show and a teaser
That's right.
with. So,
Yeah.
Geeks.
animation.
But that's right. We do have the calendar, and again, it is quiet. Everybody
Yes,
is hanging out, waiting.
While
Except
we're
us,
doing this,
we're still working.
That's right. So our community calendar is provided by Avatar Circle, which is currently administered by Kazan Phoenix Fire, or you can contact him on the forums or in Discord by the name of Wrath Phoenix. From there, all times are all Central Standard Time, Central Daylight Time, whatever it is in the Central Time Zone. Then from there, we refer to it as the in-game time, which is game server time, is New Britannia time. Today at 3, 6, 9, and 12, we have the most important show of the day, which everybody should tune into on Radio Free Britannia, WRFB.rocks for those that don't know. WRFB rocks.
No, WRFP.
.rocks.
You gotta make the B a little more redneck.
You don't get it.
I don't do the redneck. I don't know if he's watched the Howard Stern show.
Yeah, exactly.
That movie. But
I have to get him a copy.
So, tune in to two guys sitting there doing pretty much doing nothing with lunch with Laz and Jack. Then we have at 2 o'clock, the Pack Slayer Town Manager Hour, where you can go out and hang with Sean Silverfoot and talk about Pack Slayer and all the Pack Slayer boroughs. At 6 o'clock on Avatar's Radio, we have Dr. DJ Selling doing his faster and louder 70s and 80s guitar rock show. The 7 o'clock event of some PvE. So if you want to go out and join in on the EVL's Monster Mash Dungeon Crawl, you can go join them. This one is going to meet outside of Owl's Head. And this will be the last time they do this, probably.
That will be
until
next week.
Until Saturday.
I don't know if they're gonna. Yeah, I guess they'll probably pull it off Saturday.
I'm willing to bet they're going to do a big one on Saturday.
I'm gonna bet the same thing.
Groups.
Newbie Central.
Yeah,
Big one.
That's right. Then the final event of the evening is going to be on Avatar's Radio with DJ Lady Addie doing her 80s and more show. And that is our community calendar for Tuesday.
Oh my.
July 26th in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar. And that is the calendar. Of course, just looking forward to tomorrow's calendar. There are
songs over.
Several events on this calendar, and I'm surprised that I don't see anybody's end of world parties on here. I am shocked that nobody's got any of their end of world parties going on.
Whoa, it's not even on the Wednesday calendar either.
Yeah.
Not one event for the end of the world stuff.
That's not
other
true.
than the Maze Run.
That's
the
true.
only one.
Look, yeah, you look one up. Look one up. It's been on the calendar for weeks now.
What, Lunch with Laz and Jack, or are you talking about the NBNN coverage Summer Telethon Part 1?
That's right. I've had it on the schedule.
Yeah, but the player-created events, they should have definitely made it over to the community calendar. And it's shocking that they didn't.
Luckily, I have a brief... I don't have anything from before when we're going to be broadcasting mostly, but I've got the
we're doing Lunch with Laz and Jack and bleeding right into postmortem.
If we even get a show in because of the postmortem, but that's another story in itself.
Oh, we'll get a show in.
Yeah.
The show will be us staring at the screen.
It'll be us just going, shh, I'm trying to listen. Shut up, Zep. No fart jokes.
Let Zep doing farts.
Talking about.
But yeah, there's all sorts of stuff going on. Join us tomorrow for the telethon. We are going to be running all day, starting, of course, with Lunch with Laz and Jack on Wednesday.
Thursday.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little mixed up. I'm rushing to get to launch, to wipe. Trying to wipe, not launch. Trying to wipe.
Life is not watch. Disclaimer.
But, let's go ahead and thank a couple good folks out there. Of course, as always, starting with our sponsors. We got SodaCrafting.wiki, Shrouded Avatar's first searchable crafting wiki for your convenience.
1 moment,
if
please.
you want to know something about plate armor, you want to know something about cloth armor, type in plate, type in cloth. You'll find out every recipe that you need to find and all the good stuff associated with it there. Our good friend Ben over at Relics by Rild, relicsbyrild.com for all your Shrouded Avatar swag. You can get all your licensed Shrouded Avatar merch from him, and if you use the promo code NBNN, you'll get 10% all that really great merchandise. You can get all sorts of things like t-shirts, hats, patches, glassware, mugs, coffee mugs, shot glasses, you name it. He's got it coming if it's not already in the store. Big thing about that, I believe there's going to be some coins coming. And I hear tell that if you want to make a purchase, you just may want to wait a day or so. So keep that in mind before you rush out and get your 10% off.
Little special associated with the wipe.
That's something like that. Everything happens around that time. Everybody's got promos going on. Yeah. Good friend Jacob White, SodaMap.com. SodaMap is truth, so says Lord British. And you will too after using SodaMap. If you get lost, go to SodaMap.com. Use the search function in the upper left-hand side of your screen. Type in the town you're closest to. It'll show you exactly where you are in the world. And then you can continue on your travels, plotting your way to wherever it is that you would like to go. Don't forget our friends over at SodaCraft.com and SodaTaming.com. These guys done a lot of hard work making sure that you get all the information you need for all your crafting and taming needs. If you want to be a high-level cat wrangler, you better go check out that page. If you want to put some nice bonuses on your cloth, check out SodaCraft. They'll tell you how to do all that as well. And last but not least, in the sponsors list is our good friends over at the Shroud Marketplace. ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable items. And Jack will be more than happy to tell you good folks all about the marketplace.
Now, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy and sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. It is going to be one where if you are interested in listing your in-game services, you can do that. Just click on the services button, and if you're a vendor, you can go ahead and set that up, just like Scrota's music service thing, where $1 gets you.
Good. He missed his cue.
Everything you want.
Completely missed your cue.
Must have been that redneck voice.
Oh, hey,
I was laughing.
Why were you laughing?
I saw something funny.
No happy ending on special.
No happy ending on promo. Or if you're interested in an in-game wedding, you can always contact Weddings and More by Laz, where it's my understanding that he's got this little custom aisle where you can have your sunset wedding, your sunrise wedding, your beach wedding, any of that stuff, and he even has the clothes, the sleeveless shirts, and all. Now the real question is,
and I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that offer's still good, even if you want to marry your sister with no teeth.
That's right.
Ow.
I believe there's a discount if you marry your sister or your first cousin.
Incest is best.
Moving right along. We got to go ahead and thank, of course, everybody who's joined us out there today, including Duke Ezekiel Cooper stopping here last minute. Thanks for stopping in, Zeke. But, of course, we couldn't do this show without you folks, all you folks in chat, all you folks in the radio, And, of course, all you folks there listening and watching on either YouTube, NBNN, Twitch TV, or in replays. We thank you all. Jack, you want to go ahead and roll us on out of here?
Yes, thank you once again. Don't forget, if you want to join us in Discord, just go to nbnn.info, click on the connect button. From there, type in the name that you want us to refer to you by, and then join us in the green room because we're too damn lazy to get into the live on-air channel.
That's right.
Thank you for showing up to the show. Thank you for conversing with us. Thank you to everybody. We couldn't do this show without you guys, and we do it for you. So thank you again.
Absolutely.
We really do love this shit.
We love this shit. We don't say that enough. I love this shit.
No doubt.
Anyway, we're going to be back tomorrow. 12 hours plus of telethon going on. We're going to bring as much, if not all of it, to you either in simulcast or live. So stay tuned for that. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
I'm Led Zepp and Casey Cupcakes.
I'm screwed up. I'm screwed up.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned to NBNN for more news, sports, crazy, wild happenings. Telethon and the Avatar happening tomorrow. And Final Wipe coming at midnight. We'll see all them. We'll be bringing it to you all right here on NBNN. I love this shit. We need
Kix. Kix wants to be the father of my child.
Oh, Justin wants to start charging for the strippers.
Justin has a crush on Kix.